Sorry, I'm a little slow.
Should be live.
You are live right now.
Yep.
Cool.
Hello!
Hello!
Look at my drink. It's Java's channel. I mean,
It's
you gotta live Moss.
collective. Live Moss.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Whatever.
Hello.
Doesn't look live to me.
We're not live. How are we not live? I hit start stream. No, we are live.
There we go.
Yo! There we go. We're live. I love it.
Alright, we are live.
Oh, I definitely got that bird.
Hold on, let me just
Perfect.
It's gonna be the most degenerate.
Hey, I'm here to help. I don't care.
Live. Oh man.
Let's go.
Pokey Chef heard the burp.
Oh, Chad!
He would be awake right
You
now.
sit here. I'll sit here.
My in shot.
It should be.
Okay.
I'll be sitting here watching. This is a great live stream.
Let's see, this looks delayed to me.
It's definitely delayed.
Oh,
It's always delayed.
I didn't know. I don't stream, so
Yeah. It's
All
always
right.
delayed on YouTube.
chill.
Watching person. Shut up. Make sure.
Okay, I'm yeah, chill.
You guys don't have to be quiet. Now it's weird. We have a live audience.
Hello! You go say hi.
Come say hi.
Yeah, join in.
There's the camera. There's Spat. Piersky's over here as well.
What up?
All right.
I feel like a little kid.
Okay, so this one's gonna be less formal probably than my other ones have been so far. Okay, is audio okay? It'll be okay until Piersky starts going.
I'm not the one belching in there.
Yeah, he's right next to the camera. I mean,
Oh, man.
Hopefully audio should be fine, right?
Sounds good. Yeah, it sounds good.
Sounds good? Okay,
Yes.
cool. Alright guys, obviously we're here with more than just grammar, but tonight is about grammar. As much as it can be.
okay.
But mainly we're just going to be talking about Chicago because we're here. And
Okay.
tomorrow we have a show. And
No,
you're-
I mean it's Saturday, but
well, yeah, I keep thinking it's Friday.
I mean if you waited to go live,
Friday all the time.
if you waited like an extra hour and messed up the point of your 30-day streak, then we would be going live on Friday. Yeah.
Pokey Kid asked, where are we? We're in Chicago because of Collecticon. So we're all going to be hanging out here. Grimer's vending, as well as Ponga. You guys, I already
Yeah.
talked to Ponga at some point. And the rest of us are just being bums. Just walking around buying
sir.
stuff at 50%. And
Dude,
Amen.
the market is down.
Yeah.
Man, dude.
that's all we got to say this time. But the market, though, can you do like 60%?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this market?
So we actually have a Discord where we connect about Collecticons, and then we also will buy tables, reserve them. You've been a table lead or a section lead.
I think
many
I think I
times.
technically run that Discord now.
I think
Because
so.
Mason's like, here, take it, and just
You have
laugh.
taken like
Yeah.
total lead of that.
I'm pretty sure I just run it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I don't do anything for it, but I run it.
Well, you put together the Excel spreadsheet
Oh,
so that
sure,
everyone knows
yeah.
like, which section they're in, what table they're going to be at.
Mm-hmm.
So you do all that.
Java's mic may be quiet, apparently.
My mic might be quiet.
Boo-hoo is saying so, Benji.
Java, your mic is quiet. Swear to God, Benji, if you're messing with me, I will kill you.
No, it's probably
It took me
true.
way too long to get this set up today. It's literally right next to my mouth. Are we sure?
He may be trolling. I would just continue.
Are you trolling? Hold on. Maybe I'll take the fuzz off. Is that better? Maybe. Spat? It does look kind of low. Grammar, you talk.
Talk.
I can go in the other room.
See how the green goes on?
Yeah, it looks like it's good for me. It looks like your
you're,
mic's just
up in the
bad.
right now.
Yeah.
I'm not talking loud enough?
No, you're talking loud enough. You're just not good enough.
Okay. Yes. I think the mics can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's good and who's not.
Sure.
Okay. Nope. Same. Great. Okay. It's fine. Deal with it. Respect.
He's audio testing for us. He's our audio
Yours
engineer.
is kind of a little bit lower. You can still hear you completely fine.
Yeah.
Grimer's just sounds like more full. I don't know how to explain it.
It's probably because he has a louder voice than I do.
Right. It honestly.
It might just be that, yeah.
Look how much closer
You can
this
still
is
hear
to
me
his
good
face.
enough?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I mean, mine's literally on my
It's on
face.
his neck,
Yeah.
Pretty much like.
Yeah, but
You're getting punished for wearing a
Just
sweatshirt.
continue. I would
Yeah.
just continue. It's not like you can't hear you.
It's not game breaking.
Yeah,
Alright.
like Chef said, Grimer sounds better, but we can still hear you. Yeah, like it's
Okay.
not fun.
Yeah.
It's, you're totally good.
okay. So I wanted to ask you, since you've been a section lead for a while for these Collecticons, what does that entail? Being a section lead, what's fun about it? What's not fun about it? I was a section lead the one time. Last Chicago, I would say it was definitely not very fun, in my opinion.
Sure.
But I would do it again if I had to. But yeah, why do you do it? Why do you subject yourself to the?
I mean, someone's got to buy the section. Like, we don't have people here that are mega whales. They're just going to buy a full section for themselves quite yet.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make sense for most people to do that anyways. But it's like, I might as well, I can buy it. Just get the credit card points. Just run that up. Yeah. It's like $60 of credit card points, just free rolling it if I just have everyone pay me a cost. So it's like,
Yeah.
I'm fine with doing that. And if I commit to running a show, the logistics are easy usually. I'm just pretty forward with everybody.
And I think it's a lot better. I mean, you and Mason revamped it like hardcore before the end of this year. You guys were like, you guys got to pay by a certain date. You got to.
I mean, like I haven't really,
on it.
I haven't really enforced any of that for when I do it. I'm just more like planned ahead. Like when I did my first show in Edison, like I did zero planning before like purchasing the section, and like Mason just threw stuff at me, and then like people just like randomly were in my section.
Yeah.
But like this time I had everyone in my section like a week before, and I got everyone paid before I actually bought the section, which is sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. That was one thing that I ran into was people didn't pay for cases. People up until the day were asking if they could get more cases.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you should have just bought the cases when I bought 2 for you, thankfully. But yeah, so some people are very slow and very can't make up their mind on the things that they want or how much they need. So when it comes to vending at a show like this, what do you have any suggestions for people? Like what should they do? What shouldn't they do?
Number 1, buy. Number 2, trade. Number 3, if you want to sell, bring primarily raw. But if you have good stuff priced well, it will sell.
Okay, I already.
And number 4,
number 2.
price your stuff completely. Don't have cards or slabs in your case without prices.
Thank you.
And price them reasonably. Don't put them 30% over market just because you feel like it. And then that's it. If you do that, you're chilling.
Okay, so there was a comment on my video from yesterday when Skya's hot take was price your shit, and I thought it was great, but someone got offended. And
I mean-
had a comment on the live, and they were like, I do price all my stuff. It's just in my head, and it's like, no, dude.
I mean, if
Like,
you're doing
if
anything-
it's all in your head for your card. Take a Sharpie and write it on the freaking sleeve.
I was gonna say, if you're doing anything at scale and you're not pricing your stuff out, you're just fumbling the bag.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. And I mean, like a lot of times at conventions too, the cell reception is pretty trash, or you have to pay for Wi-Fi. So it's like if you don't have your prices on there and you have to check TCG Player or something to price it, it's super unreliable once it gets busy.
Miami was horrible for that.
Yeah.
Luckily, they did have like a vending, like a vendor Wi-Fi sort of thing, or like a what do they call those things? Just like a Wi-Fi for the building, essentially, which you could connect to. It was public, but it was slow. But if you weren't connected to it, like have fun trying to look anything up. It was
Yeah.
horrible. That really sucks when that happens. When a conference center doesn't have good connection.
Yeah, I remember when I went to my second show ever. I went to Denver in 23, and I was buying like a bunch of Masaki promos for some guy, and I was like literally trying to pull up like my Venmo just to get the money to him. The cell reception was so bad, it took me like 20 minutes to actually open the app, put in the number, and send it to the person. I was like, if you don't have prices on, you're spending time like trying to price everything out on the spot. It's just, you're losing so much time, and especially if it's a busy show, it's just you're losing money as well.
Yeah. Do you guys have any suggestions back there for vending? Anything that Grimer didn't cover?
No.
No. Okay. Grimer's got it all.
Yeah.
Ven next to Java because he doesn't buy or trade, so he'll
True.
Yeah.
follow them all the
Not buying or trading when you vend is wild. That's
I did
like,
very well last year because I was
It's-
right next to Java in Chicago, and he was just saying this guy buys and trades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would just push him over to
And I did
Spat
great.
or over
Yeah.
to Ponda
Can't complain.
because
But always have cash. If you have cash to buy,
king.
or-
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
my goodness, like the amount of stuff that you can make money on, it'll pay for your table just to buy.
I mean, that's the whole reason why you set up, honestly. Like, if you wanted to just sell, you'd have to have like 10 to 15K minimum as your total sale through for like 2 days for it to really make sense with like the margins of like flying there, buying your table, buying your case. But if you're also buying and you're making margin on the buys you're making as well with trading, the same kind of idea, it like lowers the ceiling a little bit. So what do you need to actually print?
yeah, I just don't like buying. I hate trading. Personally, trading sucks.
Well, just get good at it.
Because I don't. It's such a time waster. Like if I have 4 people at my table, I don't want you coming up with a binder and being like, oh well, I don't want to sell that. Oh well, oh no, I do want to sell that. Oh well, I don't know about that one.
Oh,
Like,
no, you just got to get good at negotiating. You got to understand when you got to step away from a deal and when you want to
Yeah.
take care of a deal.
You gotta go up in front and say, hey, you gotta tell me right away, what can I even look at?
Yeah.
Like if what's off limits, what's on limits, and then go from there.
I mean, you just got to be transparent
Dude,
and you just
the
got to be
amount of-
open-minded.
The amount
Yeah.
of money you can make off of trading in raw.
Wild.
The amount
Wild.
of raw you can take in where they want the PSA 10 of the same card, where they trade you a PSA 10 quality card that you can then PSA 10 in 2 months
Yeah.
and just recycle that. It's like you can make $100, $200 just on that one trade.
I mean, your like sell-through rate of raw, like you could literally bring like a full case of raw and churn the entire case over to new inventory in 1 day.
Yeah.
And that's pretty reasonable to do. Like obviously if you have like crazy high-end stuff, maybe that's not as realistic, but
I guess I just wish I had like a ball store set up where it was just like one person at a time came in and people were just okay waiting, and
You
then
see
I
that
wouldn't
line?
have to worry about anyone.
line is-
wild.
Crazy now.
Wild.
He
There's a
didn't have a line at the last 2.
It wrapped around the last
Yeah.
time I was at a show.
That's crazy.
I haven't.
Well,
seen it.
Miami in general is just kind of dead.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Right, and I heard that from multiple people.
But
Yeah.
even in Atlanta, you were there. It was not. There was no line.
For a bubble store?
Yeah.
When I walked by,
Not that I remember.
he was like 5 or 6 deep.
Well, 5 or 6 deep. I've seen like
Oh,
30
right.
deep. Like
Really?
I've seen. Yeah.
This
like,
is, what are we doing?
yeah. Like
Yeah.
he had a very very long line.
Don't wait in Bulbasaur's line. Please check out Grimer this weekend.
I mean,
No line.
I kind
Oh,
of.
Get him in there. Get him in
Don't
there.
even start jinxing that. Yeah.
What do you think that most sellers don't do that they well?
I mean, we've already talked about
I know
that.
you're gonna say buying.
Yeah.
What? I was kind of thinking more like something that you don't see at all, but you think would be advantageous.
Oh, I have an answer to that.
Yeah.
I actually have an answer. It's a buy list. It's the
Oh,
thing that
yeah.
Cartridge does. I mean, it's
Yeah.
what, like, if you go to any kind of, like, trading card tournament, like, regionals and stuff, like, every vendor there has a buy list where they'll put up, like, we're buying these cards at, like, again, for, like, Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh!, they buy, like, 80% market. But that's, like, juice for people that play Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic, because typically the stores will typically buy at, like, 60%. But, like, Cartridge, they'll buy close to market. So if you have a bunch of cards that you can get from, like, 80, 90% from other vendors, just chuck them right to them.
Yeah.
You make margin doing that, and they do the sourcing they want to do as well. So it's like, I'm probably not going to have mine fully ready Saturday, but Sunday I'm probably going to have my buy list like on a whiteboard on my tables, and I'm just hoping I can get like a couple $1,000s of sourcing done.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet, because like that makes up for me not being able to walk the show. If I can put out like 20 cards and I'm buying a market, I'm sure people will make like small flip plays like that just to do it. Yeah. Hell
That's
yeah.
what I was gonna do it with Cartridge, but if you're putting,
Oh, I'm putting a buy list out. Yeah.
I will work for you this week.
And I'm not putting like dust. I'm not putting like Japanese mid-era hollows or anything. I'm putting like modern English.
Hey, don't just slap Java in the face.
Grimer,
I got a lot of
this
stuff.
weekend, bro.
Hell yeah, I love
I said
it.
I'm not talking about the stuff that Java likes. I'm talking about the good stuff.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the PSA 9 mid-era hollows with swirls that are exclusively Japanese, but
I'll buy all those.
I know. I would buy them too. They're cool. They're cheap.
Oh man.
You still trying to figure out the mic?
People got to stop saying that my mic is just not working. Period. It's got to be working. Is it really?
I was gonna. Do you see yourself peeking when you talk into it though?
It's working.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm only being picked up through
I think you might just be picked up through mine.
Grimer's mic.
Yeah. I mean, we can just pass my mic around if your other mic's is broken.
Oh, it's gotta connect somehow.
Well, I know what Java needs to expand his stuff.
What?
Your mic is not working.
Yeah, I could.
You were talking
Yeah, it's,
where it
it's
is in
not
your hand,
connected.
and then you pull it up to your mouth, and it did
No
not change.
difference. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's not connecting.
But if you want to,
Pass mine around.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say put it on the table.
We could also do that.
Oh
yeah.
let's just put it like right here.
Yeah. Let's turn it this way or something.
All right, let's do that. I gotta figure out how to.
I'm gonna go listen to that. Keep talking.
Okay.
I gotta figure out how to connect this. To
I think this is better. I can see both of us peeking now.
Hello.
Yeah, we're
yeah.
good, we're
Okay.
good.
Should be all right now. Yeah, I was just coming through Grimer's. My mic definitely was not working.
It's giving you a red light now, so it's probably busted.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. That's always fun. Okay. Well, we'll just do this then. This should be all right. If you guys have any questions, make sure to put them in the chat. This is as much Q&A.
Oh, I have not paid attention to the chat at all. So
I'm trying to take a look at question marks when they come in. Who gave me $2 for... I'm not going to start selling. Or expand his selling? You mean my buying? Is that what you mean? And Beerski, thank you very much for the $1.99.
$2 can go to the new mic.
Yeah, I don't know why it was not $2 even, but $1.99 is where it was
Well,
at.
that works.
That's
probably,
cute.
Probably tax or some nonsense. They tariff the donation.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like Oprah in this beast. Everyone gets a tariff.
Hell yeah.
All right. What up, Airbnb? Yeah, the Airbnb is super nice. Maybe we'll do a walk around after we're done chatting.
It's nice.
Yeah. Dox
It's,
yourself while we're at it.
Yeah, it's a super. We can't dox ourselves from the inside.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how thorough of a tour you're going to give.
Yeah, I gotta put my
Yeah.
social security card away.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna show everything that Spat brought to sell.
Juice.
We could do that.
Absolute juice.
Yeah. Juice reveal.
Too bad, like I just got 400 cards that just popped at PSA, and I didn't get
Yeah.
any of them.
4 days.
You needed
4
like
days.
literally a week and you would have
Yeah,
had
I
them
didn't get
all.
any of them.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Be there Saturday. What?
Thrift coming in. Are you vending thrift? Now we're
Tell-
communicating through live stream
Yeah.
to the chat.
Tell
This is
Java
great.
he can buy it 70%. Give it all to James, who's at the show. No work. Wait.
I mean,
Will James grade it for me?
no, you buy the slab
Oh, the
and
slabs.
you just throw it at him.
Nobody's selling at 70% right now. Drake
Oh no,
Labs.
you'd be surprised. I mean, if you're the one vending, you could
Slabs?
I mean, depends on what you're buying. Yeah.
I mean, if you
I
buy
don't
it
know.
at 80%, you buy a $100 slab, you'd make $8 if it goes for $100 at ZMG.
Yeah, but then I have to auction it, and auctions can be dark.
I mean,
can be great.
it could be wonderful too. Yeah.
I auctioned a classic collection Japanese Charizard. What do you think it went for? You know market on that. What's like roughly market on that? It's like
I don't know what it is now.
Like what is it, like 180, 200?
Okay, yeah.
What do you think it went for?
249.99.
256.
Whew, not bad.
With Zig?
I sold 5 of them. 4 of
Yeah?
them went for like 160 to 180, and then 1 of them went for 256.
Must have been a black label contender.
And it was paid for.
Yeah.
Grimer.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Could have been.
One of those
auctions can go
degens.
either way.
Yeah.
Benji, I dare you to walk up to a table of liquid cards and try and get 70%.
Dude,
Have fun with that.
It's impossible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nowadays it's hard. Like I'm hoping I can get 75
If you,
consistently.
if you go to the homies, maybe.
Yeah.
Put on a show for them.
Yeah. Honestly, I was hoping Benji would have questions.
I was gonna say, did you prepare anything for this?
Benji goes, just show us.
Wait, Java, so you brought this setup and did no prep work for the questions for me?
Pretty much.
Benji, you got all
Nice.
the questions. Just go back in the last 2 streams.
Yes, Benji, questions.
ask
Copy
the same
paste.
ones.
Copy paste.
Grimer, what?
Copy paste.
What cards are you most focusing on now in this?
What's your buy list?
Okay,
My
okay.
bias?
The question was, in case you couldn't hear it very
I
well,
think they could hear it.
he's way over there. There's no
He's
way.
loud enough. He's louder than you when you have the mic on.
That. The question was, what cards are you focusing on this weekend?
Cheap English stuff that will go up. Easy.
Buying?
Yeah.
Cheap
I mean,
English
for buying.
stuff?
Like, there's like certain cards that I feel like relative to other things just feel cheap. So it's like even if the market just tanks, like I feel like I'm not going to get destroyed by it.
Okay, give me your top 10 so I can buy them all on Saturday.
No, I'm not going to give you my top 10. Not to my buy list stuff, and you can do the sourcing for me. Come on.
Where's Bierski? He's over in the corner.
Yeah, we put him in the corner.
Yeah, he's too loud. He's got a.
No, you at, Nick?
in the corner. Nick, come to the Airbnb.
Nah, Nick's not leaving his place. He's a homebody.
They're probably at the bar right now.
He's probably at the casino, honestly. Yeah.
We'll be there shortly if you are.
I'm gonna move this so it doesn't get knocked over.
Hi, Nick. Hi, Nick.
Well, we just saw every one of Spat's nose hairs. Do you guys have your own buy list? Are you rocking a buy list?
Yeah,
Like an actual
I
buy
actually
list?
have like 15 to 20 cards that I'm gonna buy at close to Earth Market.
Are you
depending on the price.
advertising it on like a sheet or something?
I have a whiteboard with me, yeah.
Oh,
So I'm just
nice.
gonna write it down. I'm probably gonna do it Sunday because I think Saturday I'd rather just sell as much as possible because it's gonna be busier. But then Sunday when there's like true people that are trying to make deals there, like DGens like Bierski and Spat, that are just gonna go around chase some dollars, I'll throw it up there for them.
And do you guys have what are you focusing on buying?
It's mainly like grading plays. So like what I'm trying to do now is if it's sub like $100, I'm just chucking everything at CGC for within
Okay,
reason.
yeah.
Like I think with certain things, obviously it makes more sense they still go PSA. But it's like I think CGC Fanatics right now is like the best grading option with a selling option built in. Like I think PSA the way it's moving, especially with Rocket coming out, just doesn't make sense to send much to them right now unless it's super high end.
Yeah, with the $20 grading fee at this point too.
Yeah,
like,
and
that
I mean
knocks
it's
out
$20
every-
for like what 4-month turnaround time functionally. Not to
Yeah.
mention it'll probably go up with Rocket coming out. So it's like I don't really think PSA makes sense. Like honestly, I'd rather just flip raw cards. Like this is kind of what it was like end of 2020, early 2021 when I got started. It's like I'm excited because it reminds me a lot of that market. So I'm just gonna churn raw. Like I think that's the best way to make margin.
Especially right now, yeah.
I mean, obviously, if you have like a 400 card sub that hits the inbox like right now, like that's different.
It's not
But
absurd.
Yeah,
You're wild now.
yeah.
Man's talking about buying chef flights right now and shit.
Hey, if it's not absurd for a quick turnaround, I will do it.
All right, Benji's got some questions. Let's
all
go.
right, let's hear it.
What are some things in your business you think you could do differently than others that could push you ahead of other vendors? Well, we talked about buy list, but is there anything else you think?
In terms of other vendors, I
Yeah.
mean, I completely forgot to pack business cards. That would have been nice, but yeah. I don't know. I don't think there really is much else that I can do. I guess you could get like a banner or like truly like brand yourself with like your business. But like my eBay store is functionally like kind of dormant right now until after this show. I pulled a lot of the stuff off it. So once that kind of gets back to being where it was beforehand, maybe I could like brand myself a little bit more aggressively. But
Yeah, I think getting a like a standing banner that has
Yeah.
buy sell trade or whatever. I think that probably does a lot to pull people in.
yeah,
that
you can
wanna
get a
sell.
pretty nice one for like $50 on Amazon. It's
Yeah.
not hard to do.
Yeah.
I just didn't get one because my eBay's like not functioning fully at like where I'd want it to be right now. So
Yeah, so you don't have what you'd like to advertise.
yeah, I
'Cause
have
if
like
someone that.
magic and sorcery cards up there, and like if someone buys one of those cards, sick. I mean, I have minimum for 0, so
Yeah.
I just don't have any Pokemon up there right now because I have a bunch of it just like saved in shows or in boxes in my room. So
I don't know if this question is for me or you or both of us. Why haven't you started streaming?
me,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, part of it is like I'm moving relatively soon, so it's like once I move in my new place, it'll be like a pretty nice like 1-person apartment with like my own individual room, own like kitchen area, own living room area, and like little like entranceway. Like once I get that going, maybe I'll start streaming. But it's like right now it just doesn't make sense with my setup. But who knows? I don't know if I'd be good at it either. I don't know if I would enjoy it. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Like I'd probably be all right at it, but it's like I don't know if I have like the mentality to make it work.
I feel like you got to do it for like a month
Oh, minimum.
and really just. What do you think, Beerski, Mr. Streamer in the room?
What's up?
How do you know if streaming is right for you? Like, how long did it take you to figure out like, oh yeah, streaming is my thing? Like,
When you enjoy it.
yeah,
Like when you do
Yeah.
it and you don't, it's not like a job.
when you don't hate the packaging the next day.
Well, I mean, that's inevitable, right?
So I said this
That's
earlier
different.
today. People who get tattoos and say like tattoos don't hurt, they feel good, are the same people that say packing is fun. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
like I don't enjoy packing all that much. I know it's part of the deal.
It's a
Like, and
special
that's
type
just
of
what
person.
it is. Like, but the streaming part and interacting with the customers and having that group mentality and like that's what people are there for. Like,
Yeah.
when you enjoy that and you feed off of that, like I enjoy streaming. Like I really do have a good time doing it. So
Yeah.
when it's not a job, once it turns into a job, and even if it is your full-time job, like sometimes you don't want to stream, but like once you get into it, it's just like let's go, and you feel
Yeah.
good about it. So that's kind of where I take it. That's how I feel about it.
Benji, I read your freaking
You
question.
want pizza?
Oh, I would love some pizza right
So
now.
What?
I was gonna say I'm
Uber
gonna
Eats and
DoorDash.
Domino's?
So like, what do you guys want?
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
What do we want?
I'll just have
Anything.
whatever.
I'll eat anything.
Plain pepperoni. Like how many pies?
Get
Two pies.
Get two
Yeah.
pies so we can heat it up.
I was gonna say let's do a pepperoni. And
Yeah,
let's
do one boring one.
A plain and pep.
Sure, let's keep it simple. Yeah.
Sure.
One.
I'll eat all of it, so that's fine.
I'm Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Tavern style?
You're the best.
From Domino's.
Domino's.
Oh.
It's easy. It's here in 20 minutes. Like,
Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
turning
yeah,
down
that
Domino's
works,
right
I'm not
that
now.
sure that
Okay,
there's
okay,
any
okay.
Chicago pizzerias open at 11 p.m. on a Thursday.
I was gonna say normally I'm a pizza
Oh, true,
elitist,
yeah.
but the later it gets, the better Domino's is.
Dude,
So
We used to get Domino's on Friday at my high school, and it was the best day of the week.
Pizza Hut's far superior, but
Papa John's is the best one. So.
no, I'm with Spat. Pizza Hut's the best.
Pizza Hut is the best fast
Domino's
food
is
pizza.
actually really good.
It's
I
okay.
like that they do the butter garlic crust.
It's pizza.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's edible.
It's
I eat it.
It's edible.
Yeah, I mean I can make better pizza in my place, but it's like I can't do that right now.
It's like the
so.
Scarlet and Violet of Pokemon games.
Oh
Damn.
yeah. Don't even get me started on that Java.
All right, so let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about your
Hold
takes
on. Let me
non-Gen
make
1
sure that I
Pokemon.
haven't missed any questions. Apparently, I read one wrong, which is bullshit. I read both of them completely correctly.
No, I
Benji.
trust Benji on that one.
Why haven't you started streaming? What are some things in your business you'd like to do differently than others that push you ahead of other vendors? It's literally what I asked.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean
I
that,
didn't
that
read
is not
anything
wrong.
wrong.
I mean unless you missed something. I don't know.
I don't
Benji
think
could
so.
also be tweaking.
Oh, here we go. Do you think Rocket will disappoint?
Probably. I mean
It's
At $280 a box, it's disappointing.
I mean the issue with Rocket is that it's expensive off rip because the price is manipulated more or less in Japan.
and the expectations are
And
crazy.
the expectations are literally like it's gonna be the best set of all time.
Yeah.
Like English set, it will guaranteed do well. I'm using the G word. I know I'm using the G word.
Yeah.
But it's like the heat wave set on its own is very good.
Yeah.
So if you stick anything with heat wave that's half decent and has some amount of nostalgia appeal, it's gonna do well.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm not sold on what I've seen yet from Rocket. That doesn't mean it's not gonna be good though, because like the SAR lineup potentially looks pretty promising.
Yeah.
With like the Mewtwo, the Moltres, the Persian, and the Crobat. I assume at least 3 of them are gonna get SARs. That's decent. That like as a Gen 1er, I imagine that's pretty good.
Yeah, leave Persian out of it, make it Crobat.
Oh.
I'd be okay.
I mean,
with
if
that.
they put like a Giovanni like with the Persian,
we already have the Giovanni in the
But what if they
Persian.
do a better one?
They did in 151.
What if they
What
do
about
it
that
better?
Meowth?
What Meowth?
Is that the like chibi Meowth?
Oh yeah,
Giovanni
that,
sitting
isn't
on
that one of
the
the promos?
Yeah, it's a promo.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's nice. I like
That
that.
might be the best card in the set completely. I love that card.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I don't
Yeah.
disagree.
I
Dude,
think
the Rocket, Glory to Team Rocket's like $2,100 for a case in Japan.
It's crazy.
Pre-order.
yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy.
It's
If-
out of control.
Yeah.
If there is a Crobat or Persian, on top of that a Mewtwo, on top of that a Moltres.
Well, the Moltres, I think I don't say it's gonna happen, but I feel pretty confident because Articuno has an art rare,
Split it.
Zapdos has an SAR,
yeah.
Moltres has nothing. So I'm pretty confident we'll get one.
It'd be a little redundant to have 2 Firebirds in the same set with Ho-Oh and... But that's just nitpicking
No one's gonna
at that
complain
point.
about that, bro. We're getting way too
That's just
nitpicky.
okay, but what I will say is the
Here
art...
comes Ponga saying how you hate every set.
The art
I can
rares-
hear him saying it. Java doesn't like anything.
The art rares so far are super mid. The one that they announced today,
Eh.
the Orbeetle,
That one was
super
fine.
mid.
I thought it was kind of fun.
Ew, an Orbeetle?
An Orbeetle,
Yeah.
super mid.
Why?
What was
I
the
thought it was
other? What was
fine.
the other one? That was super mid too.
There's the Clan Pearl I saw.
Super mid.
Oh no, I like that one.
Super mid.
You just don't like
it's
good
Clan
art.
Pearl.
Who cares?
Who
It's
cares
good
about
art.
Clan Pearl? It's a shitty Pokemon. Same with Orbeetle.
Come
I
on.
gotta look this up.
You got no taste.
Yeah, look up the Orbeetle. It's garbage.
The only
The
good
Orbeetle's
is the one
fine.
with Deoxys in Crown Zenith. That's the only good Orbeetle.
Yeah, that one's okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I even like the Orbeetle one, the Orbeetle VMAX.
That's
Okay.
With
yeah,
the bug
that's what
catcher
you're thinking
underneath
about.
and
Yeah.
that one's
Yeah.
sick too. But yeah, no.
No, I think
The
it's,
art rare so far is super mid.
I mean, yeah, but it's hard to say what they have left because they said like 40 plus Team Rocket's Pokemon in the set. I'm sure they're like halfway done roughly now.
Is
but a
it-
lot of the ones they've revealed, like if they have art rares, there's like Tyranitar, Ampharos. You have
Is there any part of you?
Golbat.
Is there any part
Other
of you
ones
at this
too.
point who's that's a little disappointed that it's just Team Rocket admins and it's not like Jesse and James?
I
and-
mean, it's really just the Gen 1ers. Like, I played Gen 2 the most growing up because I like Heart Gold, Soul Silver the best. So it's like, I actually know the characters. Not that they really had much, like, personality or writing in the games. But, like, I kind of understand what they're trying to do.
but the art rares are just admins. Like the Orbeetle guy, I don't think that's a character. That's just an admin. I think.
No, I think you're right. That might be a grunt, but, like, I know what you're talking about. Like, the EXs will have, like, the admins behind them. I think that's
Yeah.
correct. And that's, like, the admins from Gen 2.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
The Clan Pearl?
Why?
Yeah,
It's
why?
good
Exactly.
art. Why are you hating on it?
Exactly,
It's
why?
good art.
For a rocket set though?
They can't be all rocket.
Yes, they can. That's the
No.
whole point of the set. It's a rocket
We're
set.
not going to get into this.
Oh boy.
We got to bring up Sword Shield base now.
I agreed with you.
No, you didn't.
Yes, because you were evaluating it purely on artwork, which I
Correct.
would agree with you.
Yeah, I'm not evaluating based on investment because like supply and demand is 90% of it.
If you're only doing artwork, then I agree with you, obviously, because there's
Yeah.
art rares and there's special illustration rares.
I mean, it was just the
But
context
if-
of like your first response was that set has more hits than Scarlet Violet base, and I was like, all right, I'm ready to punch you through my phone.
Yeah, because the percentage of hits, if you take all the hits and there's like 10 in Sword and Shield base that I would say are pretty decent hits,
was it?
and then there was like 14 in
10 is being
Scarlet
very
Violet.
generous too.
I got.
You're counting like.
I mean, I
four
was being
trainers.
pretty generous
Actually, to
in,
be fair, you have
uh,
like the Marnie. You have some decent ones.
I was even counting the
Alright. I'll split it. Thank you.
shit,
Thank
the
you.
legendaries too,
Okay.
and I was counting the legendaries in the other one
Sure.
as hits. But there was like 14 in that set, and there's 10 in this set. And then if you do the percentage, there's way more like percentage of hits with hits in Sword and Shield. But I 100% agree with you. If we're just talking artwork,
Yeah, I mean
Scarlet
that's what I'm
Violet
never
for
going to
sure.
debate about because like when you talk stuff like actual like I don't want to say investability, but if you're talking about like long term outlook for a set, like 99% of the sets that aren't like the first couple sets are not going to matter. It's going to be like just the marquee ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I would pick Crown Zenith over basically everything else in Sword Shield besides Evolving Skies.
Yeah, I agree. I'm sure everyone's hating me right now. Question for y'all. Gosney. I don't know. What's up, Gosney? I have the Pikachu EX SIR from Surging. Pulled it. No shot at PSA 10. Keep it or trade it for something else. I would sell that shit immediately.
I was gonna say, it depends on what you want to do. I mean, like if you like the card, and
If
you
it's
like,
no shot at a 10.
yeah, if you like the card and you like have just like a connection to ripping it yourself, I would probably keep it. But like if you just want to trade that in and like collect something else, I would do it not as soon as possible, but whenever it works best for you.
Yeah.
Like that's a very easy card to move right now, and it probably will be for quite some time. But
Yeah, I mean, if you have some sort of connection to it, for sure you can keep it. But
Yeah,
if
like-
you're just like, I'd rather get something else, or I don't really care about it all that much, and it can't 10, I would move it.
I was gonna say, like, if that's like the first like truly like amazing pull you've ever had in Pokemon, I would probably keep it just because of the nostalgia factor for it. Like at some point that'll be cool to remember on, even if it's not like a PSA 10. You
Yeah.
can still like put it into like a case and then have that displayed, and it functions the same way. It just doesn't have the stupid premium that PSA 10s have.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the Wobbuffet?
The Wobbuffet.
What are our thoughts on the Wobbuffet? That's the promo, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be the promo.
I was gonna say I like
think
it.
it's a great card.
I like it. Yeah.
Wobbuffet is great because
Everyone's just mad because it doesn't have Jesse and James on it. It's the
No,
same thing with
I
everything.
like the Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet
also-
has a tie to the anime though, which I think is
also
awesome.
think the Orbeetle
Yeah.
looks pretty good too, with the rocket guy running behind.
I
him.
actually think it's
like
cool.
That. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Java.
Bro.
I think
that's a
it's
good
cool,
looking
yeah.
card.
Bro, that is a good looking card.
That is a
People
card-
talking shit is just a hater.
Literally
Yeah.
a year from now, no one's going to mention that card ever again.
That's lies.
Not when
lies.
it's fucking like 1,000 $1,000 in a PSA
gonna be
10.
It's not gonna be 1,000 because it's an orbital.
It's gonna be like 20% 10 rate.
Nobody gives a shit about orbital anymore. It's over.
No, you just don't
Did
see it.
anyone ever give a shit about orbital?
No.
No.
Exactly. That's why it won't cost anything
But
a
it's
year.
a good looking card, I will say.
I was gonna say if we're having like Paldean Whoopers sell for $500 in a 10, that's $1,000 10.
Yeah,
right
but
there.
you know that the illustration
Yeah.
rares are so crazy inflated.
That's $1,000 10 right there.
Anyone buying those illustration rares for $500, you're dusted.
I mean, they're low pop. Though.
You're gonna lose
They're
so
low
much
pop.
money.
You
It's
guys are
insane.
gonna keep buying them, especially at Grimer's booth tomorrow.
Especially at Grimer's booth.
Please, all the PSA 10s, buy them all.
All right.
Any more questions?
Okay, Benji's still saying that I got it wrong somehow. Oh, apparently it's not what you could do differently, it's what do you do differently.
Oh, I mean, the biggest thing is I'm just transparent with what I'm buying with. So it's like I'll be pretty open with my percentages with people, and I think sometimes people don't know what they're gonna get when they come up to like a random vendor, and a lot of times vendors won't say the percentage. So
Yeah.
a lot of times they'll just give them an offer. So I like to be pretty open with them, and a lot of times if they have questions, I'll explain why I do the percentages that I do.
Yeah.
And I think that does help.
Yeah.
Like that is something I do differently.
I think that's a big thing.
Yeah.
I think if you show who you're buying from, if somebody comes to your table wanting to sell, and you show them the comps, and you give them a straight percentage of those comps, they're gonna be like, oh, this guy's not trying to screw me over.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna have your margin there, they're gonna get the money that they should get, and it's a win-win situation.
I mean, everybody can eat in Pokemon. That's the thing. There's so much money in it right now. It's just like there's so many ways you can go about doing well with your business, especially with vending, that there's no reason to like try to make a couple extra percent by like just not being super thorough with the customer you're working with. Because you never know. They might come back the next day and give you another deal. I've had that happen before.
I have a question for you guys. When you guys are sourcing, when do you ask for the percentage? Do you look and see if you're actually going to buy enough, like are interested enough at the table, or do you just walk up and say, will you do 80%?
No, I
buying
love
from a table?
No, that's different.
Buying-
That's
sourcing
totally
from a table.
different. I wouldn't straight up be like, I want to buy at 80%. I would go through and pull things out that I'd be happy paying like either their sticker or very close to their sticker. And then I would say, if I buy these at full sticker, can I buy these at like functionally 80-85% or something like that?
But then if they say no, you're just going to buy them anyway?
I'd buy the stuff that I think is a good deal regardless. Like that's the thing I think people also, if you're going to buy, people are too worried about getting every penny they can get from a deal, where you can just buy at like 110% sometimes, and if it's gonna 10, you're gonna do well. Like I
Right.
think people are like too nitpicky when they go and try to deal with haggling specifically, that if you just go there and you have an idea of what you want, as long as the price isn't egregious, if you could do a little bit of negotiating, that's fine, but sometimes you can just snap it up for what they're asking.
But it's not out of, I mean, we've all probably had people come up that are like, you know, I like a lot of the stuff you have here. Can you give me a percentage if I buy a bunch? Like people do that all the time.
I mean, it depends on what they're trying to do, and it depends on the scale. Like if someone's going to buy like a truly massive amount, like if someone from Vortex, like I know a couple guys from Vortex, if they come up and they're like, oh, I want to buy like half your inventory, then I'll give them a percentage because I kind of know what I'm looking for on that end.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times they'll work with it too because they're usually pretty transparent as well.
So you would go through what's available and you'd be like, okay, I want to buy a bunch of this, and then you would negotiate before you pulled, like, because I think like
I think it just
if
depends
I'm-
on the personality too. It depends on like I would start before you even do that. I would just like talk to the vendor and just try to have like a normal conversation and then just like bridge that over.
Well, because last thing I would want to do is pull like 50 cards out and be like, oh, you do like 80% on these, and they're like, no, and be like,
No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that off at that point. I would do it earlier than that.
Yeah.
But it's all kind of like preference to the person that's trying to make the deal, right?
Yeah.
Like everyone goes about it differently. There's not like a true correct way to do it. It's just about being like transparent and being like personable as well.
Yeah.
Like if you come off like being like kind of a, I don't know what the right word is without just like cussing a bunch.
Dick.
Yeah.
Being a piece of shit.
Being a piece of trash, being a grimer, like if you come off like that, you're not going to get the deal as easily if you're just trying to have like a good conversation and then you kind of just bridge that over.
It depends on your intentions too.
Yeah, that too. It also
If
depends on what
you're
you're trying to do.
streamer, like you're obviously looking to buy at 70-80%. If you're looking to grade,
You don't really
like
need to do
Java
that.
said, like
yeah.
I'll buy it 110%. I'll buy it 100%. If I can get it at 90%, I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
But like I personally, in my business model, I guess you could say, I don't look to like buy it. I'm not buying if I can't get 70%.
Yeah,
I'll pay
I think that's way too
120%.
close-minded, especially if you're just trying to source at a show. That's
Yeah.
way too close-minded.
Now, if you're a jerk and you're asking 120%,
Yeah,
Or
that's
like-
different. That's different. Yeah.
And then I've walked away with plenty of deals because, oh, you're gonna grade. I'm not gonna wiggle on my price at all. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
a give and take.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when you buy a lot, you're gonna get some stuff that you're gonna still pay a little bit more for at 75% because of the sticker price. But
Yeah.
you know, they're moving it, you're happy with what you're getting. It's a symbiotic relationship there.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
winning, you're winning, everyone's happy at the end. When both sides are happy at the end of a sale,
Best case scenario.
that is what you want.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
going out, like, because I'll go through and I'll look through binders, and if I find what I like, I'll say, how much can you do if I purchase a lot? And when you say that and you go, "Well, what's a lot?" Like, you saw it happen, like I did it in Chicago last year.
Mm-hmm.
You just scoop it up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they give you a good deal, but also the market was different.
Yeah.
And it depends
6
on
months ago.
who walks up to your table, because I know, like, Chibi Collectibles Sam, he'll walk up to the table and he'll be like, hey, how's it going? He'll take a couple pages and he'll be like, yeah, I want to run through and buy a bunch of stuff. Will you do like 80%? It's like, absolutely. Because
Yeah.
I know that he's bought from me at like every single collectible.
Well, that's also like part of vending is like establishing business connections, especially
Yeah.
when you go to a lot of these shows. Like you'll see the same faces buy at scale, like the same amount.
Yeah.
And if you do good with like making it in ways that like you both could do well on deals, then you'll get continued business. So
Yeah.
it's like that's also a nice benefit.
And if they're gonna spend thousands of dollars, you better believe they're expecting to get a decent deal.
Yeah.
It's
You know, like Vortex. Like you go to Vortex, they will spend $10,000 with you if you have the right product.
Yeah.
But you better believe they're not gonna buy it 100% of market. They're gonna buy it 70 to 80%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes if you buy 100% of market, you can go viral on YouTube. I don't know if you know about that, but that is also a strat. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, what did you say?
No.
Oh, so
I heard YouTube. And
Sounds
stuff.
like marketing.
no, I was gonna say there's a short of Nick, old school Pokemon,
Oh, God.
Yeah.
that he went and he offered. I was gonna say he offered to
Comes
the
up and
vendor.
feel like this. In the pocket. We were talking about this today, like
seriously?
on my live yesterday.
Yeah.
Literally. Hey, how's it going? Like, it's so good, dude. Do it fast.
I was gonna say,
Thank you. It's beautiful. That's Nick.
Hey, would you take 130% on that Evolutions box? Great, I'll take all of them.
I was gonna say, Bierski, you know the views on that?
Oh, they were taught 5.5 million.
150,000 likes.
But on another one of the ones was 5 million something.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
It's out of control.
and that's just YouTube as well. That's not TikTok, not Instagram.
Insane.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's
How do we do that?
crazy. Yeah.
Okay, we got some. I like the Clam Pearl and I like the Orbeetle, but I don't care about those Pokemon. True.
I think that's a fair take.
if
could
you had
like
the same,
art.
if you had the same art as Orbeetle but with popular Pokemon, it'd be dope. True. See, that's
Correct.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Good art, just an unpopular Pokemon. Yes. Let's see. And actually, Orbeetle is a pretty popular Pokemon for that generation. It just
Oh, I mean,
happens
that's
that
like- that's
that
like-
generation just isn't that.
That's being like the
popular.
tallest midget of the Wizard of Oz.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
We represent the Lollipop Guild.
Did you retract your message, Hoodoo? You're looking for a band today, Hoodoo. I'm gonna get you for like 10 minutes at some point.
Oh,
Keep
10
talking
10
shit.
minutes is light.
Keep
Come on.
talking shit.
You're running this channel here. You have the power.
Let's see.
You won't make a rum and coke.
I like asking up front, but after I look at the first few, punted some stuff. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, usually when you make deals like that, you can tell pretty quickly just from like looking at the first couple prices if it's going to be something you could actually make work. Because if they're priced at market, you're probably more able to make a deal than if they're priced at like 120% of market.
This is my third
You
9.5%.
go. I won't.
So,
This is my third 9.5%.
what are some weird or bad vending experiences that you've had with people?
I haven't had that many, honestly. Like, I haven't had that many like weird or wacky deals or like odd people coming up to my stuff. Like, I haven't had that many bad experiences. I don't know.
Upside down.
I had a guy come up and ask me to hold his balloon while he went to the bathroom once.
That's funny.
Did you hold it?
Yeah, the whole time he was in the bathroom. I'm just sitting there holding a red balloon trying to vend.
I was gonna say I don't think I could actually think of one that was like truly weird or truly bad.
Too
Yeah.
nice of a guy to say kick rocks.
Well, you were getting bought out by Goated Poles, I think, at the time.
Beautiful. I didn't realize it was that many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up,
so-
Max? I see Max is in here. It's
Yeah,
on Japan
he
time,
is.
so that makes sense.
Are you still playing TCG and going to events? Do you plan to put more time into that?
I've actually thought about it because I think the TCG is like somewhat interesting now that the rotation happened, and I've played it enough to where I understand it, and I think I'm decent at it. But for me to commit enough time to like actually go to an event, I want to feel like I could actually win, and I don't think I'm quite there yet. I think I'm good, but I don't think I'm at like the level of the top players. So if I were to go to an event, I'd want to go with the intention of doing well.
That makes sense.
Yeah, especially if I have to travel. Like it'll be different when I move to Boulder, and I'm not going to be like in the mountains. But I think right now it's like I'm probably still not good enough. But I do like the game; it's fun.
Hoodoo just said Sky Rush. I am gonna hit him for 10 minutes.
Oh man!
Ouch.
If I
He
can-
is, he's going for it too.
Can I figure it out?
How are we going to get questions now, though?
Put a user in timeout. We'll get him for 5 minutes. He can come back in 5 minutes. Fuck you and that Sky Rush shit.
Damn!
Get you for 5 minutes. All right.
Yeah, we got any more
Let's
questions?
see. Oh man, I can view his deleted messages. Okay, just in case he did actually ask a question before I bopped him. Oh, here we go. Chef has one.
Okay, I see a stop sign.
He used a tomato.
I mean, that's
Okay.
the same thing.
What's the difference between selling everything at Collecticon or shipping to a streamer?
That's a good question, Chef.
The label.
Yeah. I mean, if you slid in my DMs a little more, maybe we could have made something work, but I don't know.
Collecticon can be cash, if you know what I mean.
I mean, that is true. Yeah, I can cash it up.
Money.
Yeah. No nexus here.
Oh, next.
Are we talking about tax fraud?
Hey,
Not that openly.
IRS. I work for the IRS.
Yeah, we got ops here. I can't do that.
I was just joking, Benji. You should be back in like 10 seconds.
Oh, you already pulled the
Yeah,
button
I
on
felt
him?
bad.
That was a weak move, Java.
Hey,
He hit him right where he didn't want to be
He
hit.
brought up the worst vending experience I've ever had, all right? Just to spite me.
I mean, you can still be cathartic about it. You don't
let's
have to
see.
keep it closed.
Yo, I cannot believe Benji's not here. How is Benji not here?
He owns a
He's
store.
He's running a store now.
I was gonna say he's got a full-time job and a store.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
The sourcing opportunity in Chicago? Come on, Benji, come on.
Nah.
Although he did say he has too many buying opportunities.
I was gonna say I don't think he has any shortage of that with the store.
Yeah, I guess I
Like I think that's like people don't realize like if you open a physical storefront, that is the sole reason why you should be doing it in 2020. Or not the sole reason, but it's like a major reason.
It's at least 50%. If
Yeah,
not
it is.
more
It
than
is
half.
so worth it, especially if you have an area that's not very like full of competition. I guess you would say.
Yeah.
It's certainly worth it.
I walked into my LGS near me, and they're awesome people. I go there to like source like low end raw to grade. Guess what they're buying sealed product at?
What?
35%.
I mean, that's like the Japan model, no? Like that's how Japan's
Yeah,
always done it. Yeah.
But they get people to sell to them.
I know.
which is
Yeah,
crazy.
that's the same thing in Japan.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, it's
So
just like
you're paying-
GameStop buying games. They buy it like
Oh, they buy
30%.
They buy like
25%.
10%
Yeah.
max. Yeah.
But like, think about that. You're selling a $100 booster box. Imagine we have the newest set come out at $95. They're paying $35 for it.
That's wild. Yeah.
But people may sell to them.
Yeah.
A collection box for $50,
Yeah.
they sell to them at 15. Like that's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Dude, if Nick comes up, runs his intro, and asks for 30 off, I'm in.
Hey, I wouldn't say no to that. If he comes to my table and does that, I'm
There
down.
you go. Automatic
Mason!
percentage off.
Kai goes, it's only fraud if you get caught.
True. True.
I work for the IRS, and true.
Grammer, do you play on the TCG app, not Pocket?
Pocket I don't play anymore. I think that game is just a time sink. It's just not very enjoyable in my opinion anymore. I think the art's good. Like we could talk about the Pocket art versus TCG art. I know Java has feelings about that, but
Yeah, it's
the
better.
TCG app is what I play now. Yeah.
I don't. Again, like the artwork is not necessarily better. They have just chosen really popular Pokemon for the first like 4 sets of the Pocket.
Yeah.
So
Hit you right in the feels.
yeah,
No
no,
clams.
No
Yeah,
clams.
yeah, no clam pearls.
Dude, the clam's good though.
It's not.
Oh, you just don't see it. You just don't see it yet.
Did someone mention opening a storefront? No.
No.
We mentioned Benji owning a storefront,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, Pocket, the gameplay for Pocket is so much worse than the TCG, it's just not worth it. Yeah. Like, I mean, the opening experience of, like, opening a pack a day, if you want that dopamine hit, is decent, but it's like, You can get dopamine hits in many other ways in life.
It's fallen off my morning poop roster.
Yeah, same here.
Ah.
Yeah.
I don't rip the packs on the toilet anymore.
Tinker's tinkering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do my crossword. Look at some reels on Instagram.
Oh, you're a crossword guy?
Yeah.
I'm a
in the
Sudoku
morning.
guy, so
Yeah.
I kind of see that.
Yeah.
Sudoku's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Questions are gone. I'll figure it out. No, I can still see him. Don't worry.
No, he's saying he's not going to give you questions.
Oh, okay. That's okay. That's
yeah.
okay. I was just joking, Benji.
saying,
we wish you were here though, Benji.
What can we
and
talk
Chef
about?
And
Considering
everyone.
you did so much prep, what should we talk about next, Java?
There's a really good question by this cool guy named Biersky Collects in there.
Oh, let's
Is
go
it
find
in
it.
here? Oh, shit.
There's tomatoes.
You probably skipped it.
What
I
the
see
hell
the
is
chef
that?
tomato.
I don't see you typing anything.
I see a chef tomato. I see a chef tomato.
Really?
I don't see anything.
I don't see
Oh,
any
you know
biscuit
why?
tomatoes.
Did you just
What, did
not
you
send it
text
to
it?
me?
Bro didn't hit
Are
send.
you that drunk? Because I said porn. That's why.
What?
I said,
Whoa.
What convention's
Whoa.
gonna make more money
Oh.
this weekend? Porn or Pokemon?
Probably
you let me
the
know.
probably the porn one.
Probably the former, not Pokemon. Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, do they collect sales tax at that one?
Probably not.
Yeah,
I-
they probably
I-
do pretty well.
Dude, it's
I honestly
flesh, baby.
cannot
There's
believe-
no dollar amount on flesh.
I cannot believe that
Goodness.
they scheduled them at the same time.
No, I mean that's pretty normal for these convention centers when they're this big. They do that kind of stuff, like not intentionally, but it just happens.
Maybe they're-
like that.
I mean,
Often a
we
different-
had Jane Silent Bob last year.
Yeah,
that was at the hotel though.
That was awesome. There
Yeah.
were so many Janes on Bob.
yeah.
The whole outside of the hotel
just-
smelled like weed.
It was
it smelled like
wild.
a skunk got hit by a car, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah, like the first convention center I ever went to, I went to like a math conference in like 2020, and there was a yacht conference right next door, so that was sick. Went to
Yeah.
go check out some yachts after we did a bunch of math
4-minute
talk.
walk from Rivers.
Listen, we're gonna go gamble right now.
We're
Like,
waiting for pizza.
I mean, I'll take all
we
the
gotta eat
pizza.
on the
Yeah.
go.
Dude, can I sit
a
here
lot
with
of
my
fun.
pizza as I blackjack? Thank you.
That would be nice, but no.
But no.
It'll be here in 5 minutes, apparently.
Last time. What? Last time it was the pregnant one too?
Oh no, I think Chef. I don't know exactly what it was called, but I think Chef's kind of right.
Was there a pregnant?
There was
convention?
some kind of convention along that line.
Pregnancy
yeah.
convention?
I don't know the name of it, but it was something like that. Yeah.
They do. What would that be like a stroller and bottle convention or something?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know exactly. I didn't
The
step
store
out.
convention.
The store
the
convention.
store convention.
Yeah.
What are your other hobbies outside of Pokemon?
A lot. So I mean, right? Like the thing was in the winter when everything was booming, I wasn't really doing much Pokemon because I had other hobbies I was doing.
Yeah.
So it's like outside of Pokemon, I do a lot of fly fishing now. So I do because I live in the Rockies. I get to go fly fishing at pretty cool places, and a lot of that now that I'm like more deep into it, I do a lot of like going on Google Maps and like looking through literal like pages of maps across like the different mountain ranges in the area, just pick out lakes, and then I do a bunch of Google searching and research to see if I could find spots that are good. So like that was a lot of my winter. I planned out a bunch of backpacking trips with my friends out there for that.
That's cool.
And I'm also like I'm big into running because I do a lot of running.
Yeah.
And like
He'll get up tomorrow at 4 a.m. to do like 12 miles.
not that much, probably like 6. I'm coming off
Yeah,
a chest
see.
cold, so
He'll still get
Yeah.
up at like 4 in the morning. to
I'll
run.
be up early though. I love running. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
not making that mistake again.
You're not gonna try again?
I didn't bring my running shoes.
oh, you went running with him last
Yeah,
time.
you did like
I
2
did,
miles
yeah.
with me. Yeah, it was
I
sweet.
went running with him and went to Vend afterwards, and my calves were toast the whole entire day.
I can imagine.
That's
doing
tough,
that.
yeah. I don't get to stand a lot for my job anymore, so I'm feeling my legs are gonna get fried by this weekend. I do too much sitting now.
Do you tie your own flies?
I know how to, yeah. I tied like 100 this year. That was also part of my winter endeavors.
Oh, Godspeed.
Hold on, what's the question? No, read it out.
Why is Take Grading the best grading company of all time?
Is it their super strong slabs?
No, it's not
Or their
that.
wonderful proprietary imaging technology that they use
It's-
to image the cards.
It's
correct?
that.
None of that matters. You know what matters? They have
Cha-ching.
they have the true grades. That's what
Yes,
matters.
the
The
true
best
grades.
grades. TRU grades.
Yeah,
the
no,
true-
TREW.
Yeah.
Oh, EW, that's it.
EW
yeah.
is the right way to spell it.
The
no,
true
but like
grades.
I just think I guess I'll go into it. I think grading's stupid. Like I think grading is vastly
yeah, we were
overvalued in
talking about
Pokemon.
this.
I know Mason I think talked about it briefly in his live. Like I think grading, especially like 10 premiums for like modern cards, are just way out of
Wait,
control.
whose hot take was that grading was a scam?
I think it was Mason.
Mason.
Was
Yeah.
it Mason?
Yeah.
Mason stole it from me.
And I'm gonna steal it from both of you. Yeah.
Left high and dry and had to figure something else out.
Somebody said grading is a scam, and I'm just gonna leave it there.
That's what Mason said.
And then we could.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I
that
started
was
spinning
Mason?
in the chat.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, because I think
they
grading,
all
I
blur
think
together at this point.
Like to me, like 'cause as someone who played other TCGs before I got into Pokemon, the only reason you would ever slab like Magic cards is because they were like so rare and so uncommon to find. You wanted to authenticate it and encapsulate it so you don't make it worse, and so you
Right.
can prove that it's like authentic. Because there's
Right.
a lot of like sophisticated Magic fakes. In Pokemon, people just put cards in plastic, and because number is big, they sell for money. That's more than the raw card price, and I think that is. To the extent it is, I think it's stupid. I understand why it works. I
Right.
make money off of it, but I think that it just doesn't appeal to me.
You're attacking Java's whole entire business model.
No.
That's fine.
One of the,
yeah, I'm fine with that.
One of the comments in that live though was that it, what was it? Something about it does harm to the hobby, or it's
That's wild.
oh, what was it?
I wouldn't say that, but
It
I
was
think
something like super crazy.
like the one thing that's nice about grades is it gives like a quote unquote value to the condition of the card. Again,
Right.
is the value accurate?
It's a
is it
subjective-
true?
yeah.
No, it will never be. It doesn't matter if you have an algorithm. It doesn't matter if you have
Don't tell that to Tay.
expert graders. It's never going to be 100% repeatable. If it is, I'd be very, very surprised. But
The way that I was thinking about it was like, oh, that you like the card less if it's not graded.
oh no! I think we're getting on that page. I think Mason briefly touched on it, or maybe I said something like this.
Yeah.
Is that people dislike certain cards because they're hard to grade.
But I think people have a lot of subjective metrics on why to dislike a card.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Like if you put a card with a swirl in front of me and a card without the swirl, and it's the exact same card in the same condition, I'm gonna dislike this card more because it doesn't have a swirl.
Well, I'm talking about like people dislike Scarlet Violet area because it's hard to get tens. Like I'm thinking like that. Like obviously when you're talking like one card versus one card, I would agree.
Oh, so you're saying
I'm saying like people openly dislike eras of the game or like certain sets because the 10 rate's really hard. And they grade a lot and they get enjoyment and dopamine from hitting the 10s with their grading. So it's like, it's of course if you attach yourself to the hobby in that way.
I guess I never really thought about
It's
it that
like-
way. Because I wouldn't say that
yeah.
I dislike any era because it's hard to grade.
Well, I mean, it factors in though. It's not like you
Yeah.
solely dislike it because it's hard to grade, but it's
Yeah.
like it gives it like a not a negative connotation, but it like dampens like the other appeals it might have.
Yeah,
Because like I think Scarlet Violet era is like across the board for the most part better than everything in Sword Shield, with the exception of like Zenith and maybe Evolving Skies. But that's again that's a whole other topic. That's just art based again. But
I still would disagree with that.
no, I know you would.
Because I think the second half of Battle
second
Styles
half of Sword Shield is very good, but I think the first half is horrendous for the most part.
Well, yeah.
There's a
because
couple, like-
they weren't doing the rares.
There's
of,
like one
character
card per
rares.
set that's like a cool hit that I think would hold up over time. Whereas like once you get past Battle Styles, you have multiple per set, and some sets
Yeah.
have a lot. So
You gotta hit up Ray.
How much?
He's got
If he's selling them for freaking $400 a pack, absolutely
multiple
not.
packs.
yeah,
My Ray?
Yeah.
Yeah, Japanese rocket.
Japanese rocket.
I mean you're trying to rip Dark Arbok.
Oh shit.
I would love to open one, but everyone has them for $400 a freaking pack, which is just
that's
absolutely
wild.
insane.
What were they
so.
6 months ago?
Like 250,
Yeah, I
And
think
a
the
year
one that I
ago,
ripped
they-
was like
2 years
180.
ago they may have been 150.
Yeah,
maybe.
Like something like that. Like
and they're not 400. Like if you go, I mean maybe they're
Like
400 at
actual
loose
sales.
packs because
Yeah.
they're actually
Yeah.
being ripped from a box or whatever.
Mhm.
But actual sales are not.
well, what does it
400.
matter if it's ripped from a box if it's a guaranteed hollow?
Well, I guess it's like a better, like it's more likely to be real or
Yeah, I
have
guess
not.
I guess
issues,
it
right?
has more legitimacy. Like it has more
Right.
like a survival pass. I
Who's
guess you say.
reselling a Japanese rocket pack? though?
It's dark out here, bro.
You never know.
I don't know.
You never
You're not
know.
wrong. I guess I'm being negligent on.
Yeah, Mason said it. Grading sucks the joy out of the hobby. I thought that was a crazy statement.
That is
I don't-
incredibly crazy because it brings me so much.
It brings
joy.
me so
I
much
was
joy
gonna say-
so
too.
much joy.
I,
The most joy.
I don't disagree with that. I think people attach their like enjoyment with things based on how well their PSA subs are going.
Allow me to gamble with Pokemon.
I do. I
Like if you
agree.
got
Without
wrecked on your
looking
most
back.
recent subs after them being delayed for as long as they were.
I would be frustrated.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
but I wouldn't stop. I wouldn't like stop.
But you're different because you've done this for years now. Like you have like experienced the highs and the lows.
But there's also still a really fun piece of like finding that card that's hard to find in a really good condition, and then grading it a 10, and then it's like, yes, it's like the biggest win. And then you can choose to sell it or not, and if you sell it, you make money. If you don't, you got a cool card for your collection. But like, I've definitely had those moments where it took me a year to find one in PSA 10 condition, and you send it off and you get a 10. It's
I guess from your perspective, because you're going after more niche stuff, that definitely makes sense. But I'm thinking like in modern, for example, like I think people that just enjoy the actual like filling out their binders and collecting very casually, I think grading comes off a lot of times. Like it could be very much like
elitist.
I don't want to say elitist, but it's like another level that you have to level up. Like if you were like a Pokemon to get to, it feels like it's like distant from like just regular collecting for a lot of people.
Yeah,
like people don't realize that. Like again, people in our niche area of the hobby just churn grading like crazy. But like the average person that's in the hobby to collect doesn't engage with it in the same way, so they don't view it the same way as us.
Yeah,
which
is
true. Is a fair point.
I wouldn't say it sucks the love out of the hobby or whatever.
I mean, I just enjoy the art. Like again, going back to the clam, it's like the clam's good art.
Yeah, but not for a rocket set. Put it in some like water-based set that makes sense.
You can't have everything in the rocket set be good. That's the thing. It's like you can't have every hit in a set be amazing because then then it makes everyone's expectations too high.
Crown Zenith.
Oh no, there's some skips in Crown Zenith, but it's very good. It's
very
very good.
Evolving Skies definitely has some skips, although it's majority good.
Yeah, the Medicham, Golur.
What are the skips in Crown Zenith though?
Oh, I'm thinking,
off the top. Knowing that it's a big
set. I'm trying to run through like the EX or the V-Star hits.
Is Hoopa V?
Hoopa, yeah, that's a skip.
Yeah, that's a skip.
It's a good art.
But so is it a skip? I love that card.
I wouldn't buy that card.
I'll buy that card all day at $5 to $7. All day.
Like I would say like the Simisear, for example, but that's like kind of cool art.
The Simisear is really cool art.
I kind of like the art.
Right, okay,
the Pokemon's kind of shit.
So
I'm just trying to run through it.
Right now. We're talking,
but it depends what we're talking about.
Like
if we're talking about Pokemon, there's skips. If we're talking about artwork, it's like super sick.
Right,
so it's like a
well, that kind of feeds into my argument of Rocket can be a fabulous set with, I don't know, pick out the worst Rocket Pokemon of all time. Like, I couldn't even... Zubat. If they have a Zubat art rare, it could look at Magikarp. Like, the Magikarp art rare, because it's...
Magikarp is a sleeper. Hello?
I also agree.
Yeah. I got blasted for saying that Magikarp wasn't popular.
But listen, like, you could have any Pokemon and you have a solid art and texture and the right pull rate. Like,
you can still make great looking cards with... Like
Crown Zenith, I would argue Crown Zenith does not have a miss.
I mean, if you go below like the V-Star level, I think you could probably find one, but the V-Star and up, I can't think of one off rip.
Well, like even like the Hoopa's a V.
I'm thinking like Hisui
in terms of Pokemon, I would say the Orbitals are misses. If we were just talking Pokemon, if we were talking artwork,
I'm talking about art. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Samurott.
That's a good one.
Dope.
Both of them are good.
So good.
The Zoroark as well. That is a fire card.
Those are
and the Lucario.
Cards.
The Lucario is fire too.
No, I think the Lucario promo is kind of mid.
Cheapest.
Yeah,
I think big face.
Yeah, I don't really like it. I think they could have done better.
Bro,
Lucario?
Yeah.
Oh, Dustin.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Spat.
That is a phenomenal card.
That's one of the best cards in the set.
Absolutely. For $1.
No, that's not. I can't stand
crazy.
that.
That's
crazy.
like top 5 Lucario card. And listen, that's apparently
it's a fantastic
card. 3 Pokemon in all of the world.
Well, that's because all the mid-era Lucarios are just mid. That's the thing. Like a lot of these Pokemon just don't have like the full art
you guys
juice
are
potential.
Dusted for
all the mid-era Lucarios are mid.
A lot of them are.
What?
Can you name one good art?
The full art is fire.
Oh my!
I forget if it's XY or black and white, but
exactly.
That one's fire. The Megas are fire.
Mega Lucario.
Megas are different. Megas are different. I'm thinking like regular holos. Megas are different. Megas are booming as well, by the way.
Box hollow Lucario arts are always.
I guess we could play XY premium collections. Just buy them all. They're all too cheap.
Gosh.
I'll leak the play right now. I found that out from pricing yesterday. Buy them all.
How is card grading been since doing a little more this year? Well, it sounds like he's not going to do any more this year.
No, I grade a lot. I have 110 cards at Fanatics right now, all graded through CGC, and I'm planning to send like 75 a week.
How did that
so.
sub do? Did you get a lot of pristines?
I did 0 pre-grading. I got like 30-something percent pristines, like 75-25 Japanese English. But I also graded 5 based on them, like non-holo rares that were all 4th print, and I didn't know they were 4th print. and I got 3 10s, a pristine, and a 9.5,
Hot.
which is pretty
Is
good.
Fanatics
Well,
gonna
not
actually
the 9.5,
designate it as a?
Yeah, no, it's a CGC slab, so it's like
Yeah,
CGC
yeah.
actually designates all that.
That's
Like,
good, yeah.
but like, I don't know. I think that's just like if you're gonna grade at scale and you're not gonna go super high end, that's the play right now. I think Fanatics through CGC just makes too much sense based on the turnaround times and the ability to just
Yeah.
auction it seamlessly.
Should Pokemon bring back fairy types? That's more of a playable thing.
Who cares?
I didn't play back then. I know the game, like that period of the game was pretty love hate. I'd assume it's probably not worth bringing back. But
I am gonna miss questions if you don't put the stop sign. I'm just saying. Oh, Ponga's in chat.
cool. What's
I
up,
see
Ponga?
that.
Ponga, get your ass
Yeah,
over
fucking
here.
drive here now, bro.
He's
You can
isn't he
finish
only like an
packing
hour
on
away?
Monday.
Isn't he only like an hour away right
Only an
now?
hour
far.
away.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
He'll get here by 1. They'll get here by pizza.
We ordered pizza.
Yeah, where is that pizza, man?
If it's only about the art, why don't people just buy Korean, Spanish, or Russian cards?
I think people like having
Oh,
the
really?
cards in English. Just
Car says it's here.
I don't know. I think like when you get to like the niche languages, sometimes they're actually more expensive than English. But I get what he's saying. It's like the Japanese versus English debate.
I do think that debate or the way that people do that, where they're like, oh, if I can't read it, I don't want it. I think that's a really stupid thing. Because I think like 95% of the people in the hobby are just collecting cards because they look cool.
Yeah, but I think like
there's a very small amount of people who are actually reading the cards.
yeah, I think some people like having it just as like a way to recognize it, like show it to somebody.
Yeah.
Because again, the hobby collecting, a lot of it just comes down to flexing. So it's a lot easier to flex an English card than flex a Russian card. Like the average person in the hobby is not reading Cyrillic, so.
What's up, Ponga? He has 5 hours of packing to do.
How do we feel about 18.99 grading from PSA?
It sucks.
I mean, you should answer this question. 'Cause you grade a lot more.
$16 sucked. So, or $17 sucked. So I didn't send anything at 7, or maybe I did send some stuff at 16 or 17 or whatever it was. And then, yeah, I'm definitely not sending anything. I have like full stacks of stuff I need to send to PSA, and I'm just not
It's here.
knock at the door. Yeah,
You want to hear my take? I think it'll be 25 by the end of the year at some point.
That's cool. I'm just not
Yeah.
gonna send anything to them. I'll send to CGC all day, every day.
$9.80 grading at CGC if you have the $300
Exactly.
membership. It's ridiculous.
I'm
It's
I'm
so
sending
good.
so much stuff
Yeah.
to CGC right now because it's $10 grading. Like, get out of here with that stuff.
We're opening pizza up live on camera.
Yeah, live pizza unboxing. Let's do it. Where's my drink? Here it is.
Wow, Domino's.
Come on,
Insane.
we got to the reveal.
Is it Gem Mint
Ooh.
pizza?
Ooh.
It does look good though.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that
this
much.
is at least an 8.5.
I like that it's a little on the crispy side.
Yeah.
That's how you have that pizza.
Ooh. I'm gonna put the plane on here.
Put the pizzas on the other side.
He keeps going. Ooh.
Ooh.
What is that?
We almost lost
the chicken.
the chicken.
This was free.
Oh, sweet.
Free with 2 pizzas?
Yeah.
It smells good.
We got plates in this, John.
Yeah, it smells insane, dude.
Wonderful. How's the centering?
Pizzas everywhere.
Didn't look very centered to me, to be fair.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
rough, you know.
I guess I'm just not gonna eat the pizza because it's off centered.
Why would you order that pizza? That's so weird. I told him. I mean, Spat insisted on Domino's.
No, I didn't.
He said legit brain dead.
Who called me brain dead?
Papa.
No shit. Ponga just loves you, then hates you, all within the next 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's fine. I can handle that.
Who's the
Chicago's
GOAT pack
finest.
ripper and why is it me?
Who said that?
Well, Ponga, if you were here right now, you'd be even more goated.
Yeah, Ponga's talking all this shit. He's sitting at home
Yeah.
when he can be with the boys.
The boys.
The boys.
Literally.
I mean, he only ripped, what, like 3 SARs in a row tonight? That's
Yeah.
not even enough.
Guy thinks he's hot shit when he pulls a Charizard, a Venusaur, and a Charizard.
He
back
couldn't
to back.
even get to 5.
Yeah, I've seen
Shit.
I've seen Nick open 3 Blastoise SARs in 5 packs.
Yeah.
I've seen crazier stuff than what he did, so I don't know if he's the GOAT.
Ponga is not the GOAT. Objectively.
Mason says, imagine going to Chicago and breaking a 50 on Domino's in Chicago.
Mason, it's also 11:30 on a Thursday night. I mean, it's a little harder to do that right now, but I don't disagree with the sentiment.
Let's see. Do we have anything else? I buy English because
regret
they're
all those close-ups.
easier to resell. If I want to get out of my collection for good,
I mean, that's also very true. English is always
it
going to
is
sell the
more
best.
liquid especially in the States, obviously.
Yeah.
Base Nidoking, best art in the hobby.
Oh, that can't be further from the truth. There can't be a single base set card that's in the top 10 of arts in the hobby. Not even close.
You definitely can't put
Ba-
any Sugimori arts in the top 10, that's for sure.
I don't disagree with that. I think base set is like very underwhelming if you look at it. Again, it's the first set, so it's cool, but it's like I don't really think there's many good arts till you get to like Neo.
Yeah, Neo's got some really nice.
I was gonna say there's some good arts in like Gym. There's a couple good ones in like the fossil.
Base Charizard is
This is the best
base.
pizza I've ever had in my life.
3 Blastoise in 5 packs. I got 3 in 3 packs. I feel like he's just talking to himself.
Yeah, I mean, I think getting
I don't
3
think
of
you
the
said that.
same SAR in 5 packs is crazier than getting 3 hits in 3 packs.
Yeah, you should have just gotten a God pack.
Like, if you
That
do the
would've
math
been-
on it,
that would've been
Ponga,
impressive.
Ponga, you suck!
Well, alright.
Damn.
Damn, I wasn't gonna go that hard, but I was gonna say,
Here we go.
What's he gotta say about that?
Well, I'm sure he'll have something to say.
yeah, he's stewing right now.
Give us the hot take and the nice thing. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Java would 100% forgot that. So
Hot take.
Hot take. I mean, what have I not said already? What could I say? It's a hot take. Oh, I guess we could talk about Scarlet Violet, like the game. Like, I think Scarlet Violet, if you were to tier all the Pokemon games, is A tier. Borderline
What?
S.
You're insane. Yeah. No.
No.
That's crazy.
See, you're looking at it from the point of view as an adult, and if you look at it from like the point of view as like just being objective, like that was the game I wanted when I was like 10 years old. Like an open world Pokemon game where I could run around, I could see the Pokemon, and I could chuck the ball at it. It's exactly what I wanted.
So I agree with you 100%.
It also sucks.
But we're not
I was
10
gonna
years
say-
old.
So
Yeah, the performance is bad,
Crystal, let me tell you.
The
Yeah.
performance is
Dude.
bad. The story is incredibly mid until the last hour.
Dude, every Pokemon story is bad. The only Pokemon game.
No. Thank you, Spat. Thank you.
No.
You can't do that. You can't keep doing this. Well, it's always bad.
Rymer,
So who
some
cares
of
if
the
it's
boldest
bad?
takes I've ever heard.
No, I was gonna say the only
I've ever
Pokemon game with a good story is Explorers of Sky.
Oh my gosh, this guy's getting out! Dustin!
That's
But what
the
I'm
only
saying
good
is,
game with
it's been
story.
25 years, and you're saying every Pokemon story's been mid. Why can't we have a good story? then?
Pokemon Emerald
I'm not
story.
trying to ask for more. I'm
Oh
just
my God.
saying what it is. Pokemon Emerald story is mid.
Oh my gosh.
All Pokemon stories are mid, but
Yeah.
like it would be nice. They showed that they could have a cool story and environment and everything in the last hour and a half of the game. If only the previous 25 hours would have been like that.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just felt like all the characters were pretty one note. The Pokemon are fine.
Oh, I mean, like design wise, I think it's decent. Like, I don't think it's as bad as like Sword Shield era, but I think it's like decent comparatively. Like, I think Gen 3 probably has like top to bottom the best lineup of Pokemon. Like, if you count starters, legendaries, like other random popular Pokemon, I think Gen 3 is probably the best. Or I guess you could argue Gen 1 as well,
Pretty up
but
there.
it's one of those two.
Yeah.
I think Scarlet Violet is still pretty fun. I think it's a good game. Like, obviously, if it had like good performance, it'd probably be decent. But
Fucking Ponga. Java wants 500 FPS. No, I just want more than 5 FPS. Ponga, that's all I'm
Yeah,
asking for.
Yeah,
No,
guess what? And
Pop-
I've had the same argument with him. The game looks like trash.
It
For a
does.
Yeah.
Switch game, when you have Tears of the
It's
Kingdom on
garbage.
there, what are we doing?
yeah.
You're literally 10 feet from a Pokemon and you won't even know it because the texture isn't popped in yet.
Uh-huh.
That is
That's how
true.
freaking bad it is.
But the music slaps.
The music
The
is
music
so good in that game. You can't
Especially,
deny that.
especially in that last hour and a half.
I was gonna say
fire.
Ponga's right. The black white stories are good. Both of them are good. Like comparatively to regular Pokemon games.
But they're also mid.
Yeah, I don't disagree. But I'm saying like again.
I'm playing Diamond and Pearl over Black and White.
Ponga is okay.
Oh no, Diamond and Pearl is slow. I play Platinum. I guess Platinum's the same thing though.
No, I'm playing
Yeah.
Platinum over Black and White then. Yeah, it's the same thing.
I think that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Ponga's just trying to get at me.
Playing
I can
Nintendo
tell.
games and wanting great performance is legit. Yeah.
I can tell.
I mean, I agree. Like
That's
that's the thing.
joking.
Nintendo.
You can't agree with
know.
that.
He goes,
What are you
"No."
talking about?
Have you guys
Nintendo.
ever watched Ponga on stream?
No.
Because he
No.
was just.
He's like the nicest
the
person.
nicest
Yeah,
guy.
exactly.
He jumps in the stream and he's just like
Talking
I'm
shit
gonna make
immediately.
Java, I'm gonna make his blood boil.
Why do you treat me differently when other people are around?
Exactly. Exactly.
No, but I agree with him. Like, Nintendo's just the Disney of gaming, and they're not going to innovate ever unless they feel like they have to make money. Like, why would they innovate if they could just raise the price and people are still going to buy it?
Yeah, that's the problem.
I know it's the problem. I'm not saying it's like a fixable thing, but I'm just saying like that's a known
The next
problem.
Pokemon game is like $250 is what I heard.
Yeah, probably after the tariffs. Yeah.
It'd be like $100.
Yeah, I had zero issues when I played through Scarlet Violet the first time too.
There's no shot. Then
like zero issues being relative.
If you had
being
zero
relative.
issues, then you didn't go anywhere where it snowed or rained, because there's no way that you went to a raining biome and didn't have 5 FPS. There's absolutely no way.
The only scene I had issues with when I first played through the game is that intro in the classroom where the kids' legs are literally a PowerPoint. Like, if you know what I'm talking about.
That's
you know
every
what I'm talking
Pokemon
about.
that's more than 10 feet away from you is a PowerPoint. It's
No.
It's
No, you just have bad Switch.
a bad switch. All the switches are bad.
I guess
the Switch is just
bad.
bad.
Switches of all time because
I was gonna say I got whatever like the OLED, like the second
I have an OLED
Switch.
and it was awful.
I mean, that's just a New Jersey problem then. Yeah.
It must be.
Yeah, it's
Must
fine.
be.
It runs fine in Colorado.
It must be an NJ problem.
Yeah.
It's like halfway around the world. So-
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think if you were to tier it, I think it's higher than people give it credit for. I think it's fair.
UAP. Go watch any Marvel movie after not Infinity. Oh, come on. You gotta not Infinity War after the the original actual series. I forget what's the last one
I couldn't.
called?
I don't watch Marvel movies. I couldn't.
What's
tell
the
you.
last movie called? There's Infinity War and then there's
Endgame?
Endgame. Yeah.
Yeah.
After Endgame. Yeah, I
I thought
agree.
you were a movie guy.
I am a movie guy. I just forgot.
That's fair.
It's like an hour and a half past my bedtime.
True.
Or like 2 hours, 2.5 hours past my bedtime. No, 1.5.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, what's the best Pokemon game of all time?
Heart Gold Soul Silver.
Are we talking like objectively, or are we talking like our favorite?
Heart Gold Soul Silver.
You're on an island. You have
Same
one Pokemon
answer.
game to play through multiple times. What are you playing?
I'm probably picking the same as Java because I could sink like 100 hours in Heart Gold. Soul
It's
Silver and still
definitely
have
the
fun.
hardware. The hardware of the
Okay.
Switch.
I
is
think there's
garbage.
other answers that are really good. Like I think Emerald would probably be my 2, but I think it's like Heart Gold Soul Silver. You have 2 regions functionally. You have to beat the Elite Four twice, and then you have a final boss battle with Red. You have a million different things you can do in the post game. You have exploits you can put in the game, so you get shiny Pokemon at 20% effectively, which is what I have on my base copy. It's sweet. And then there's all kinds of other things you can do as well. It's a really fun game. You have a Battle Frontier in Heart Gold Soul Silver.
I can't disagree.
Yeah.
It's Emerald and Soul Silver, Heart Gold.
Yeah, I think those 2 are like the 2 best. I think you can argue Platinum as well if you like Gen 4
I
a lot.
love how they call back to Red through the entire campaign,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get to fight him at the end. It's pretty badass.
Yeah, and I like how like they
Like, 'cause
pull.
Team Rocket's back again, and they just are like, "Oh, Team Rocket disappeared 3 years ago."
Yeah,
and it's like, "Cause you did it." That's awesome. I like that stuff.
yeah, that's cool too. I like it, and you can catch both legendaries in the game. You can catch like Ho-Oh and Lugia,
Yeah.
which is nice.
The dogs.
Dogs are all cool. Yeah, chasing the Suicune around's fun.
It's
Yeah.
a fun game.
And I think that like objectively makes sense because I feel like if you're at a certain age, you're gonna pick Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and if you're at a certain age, probably a little younger, you're gonna pick Emerald. Like they're kind of comparative.
No, I think again, it's that. This is another argument I guess I could have with Java. I think DLCs nowadays are functionally what Pokemon has always done with making the remakes of like Emerald's a remastered version of Ruby Sapphire. That'd be like if they released Ruby Sapphire today and added a DLC that made it functionally Emerald.
Yeah, but are the DLCs like 30 hours long
What?
for Pokemon games? I haven't played any of them.
I mean, is the content you add to Emerald and Ruby and Sapphire 30 hours long? I mean, in that case, it actually kind of is because the Battle Frontier is pretty good, but it generally isn't.
I would
No.
argue that Emerald is not more than 5 hours longer than Ruby Sapphire.
No, I mean it's not that
Right.
much of a difference. So you're basically buying a brand new game, replaying the story to get like 5 or 10 hours more content.
But Alpha Sapphire, Omega Ruby, I would argue are probably close to 30 hours. of
That's different though because those aren't like in the same gen remakes. That's like Fire Red Leaf Green versus Red and Blue and Yellow.
For sure, yeah.
Which I think that is a fair point though. But I think like the way people look at DLCs, especially with Pokemon, is wrong. Like I think that you have to compare to like what Pokemon's always done because they kind of innovated the DLC model to begin with.
The only thing I dislike about DLCs is they put, like, they keeping up with the Pokemon that they release in DLCs because I'm never gonna buy a Pokemon DLC and play it. So like when Urshifu came out, it was like, what the hell is this thing?
I mean,
and then it was like, oh, it's because it's in a DLC.
I think DLCs are better than what they had historically because you could take the save file from the base game and then just add more content onto it. It's different from like if you had to literally start over from scratch, play through the same base game, and then get to the DLC portion. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, if you don't want to buy it, you don't have to buy it. But I think that makes a ton of sense. That's why everyone does DLCs now. Like, and I think it's smart business too.
Grimer's IQ might be 150. I love it.
I mean, I might be selling it a bit high, but
I think somebody asked,
XY is certainly not the best game. Black and White 2 I could see being a good answer though. Black White 2 is really good.
Hey, XY is great because they give you a Charmander in like the first 10 minutes.
I mean, that is true.
I argue Sun and Moon is the best.
No, Ultra Sun and Moon is really good.
I really enjoy Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon.
I was gonna say, like, if you don't know what you're doing, those battles, like the totem fights, are actually kind of hard. Like, that's something I like about those kind of games too, is where you actually have to like try to beat them. Like, you can't just like pick like your starter and just walk through the whole game.
Yeah, nowadays with Pokemon games, you have to basically self-impose rules on yourself
like,
for difficulty because
like Scarlet and Violet, for example, Skeledirge has like the Torch Song move, and all you do is click that button like 6 times, and you beat every trainer in the game for the most part. Or you click Shadow Ball.
It just ups how much more damage you're going to do on the next time you click it, every time you click it.
Like, Heart Gold Soul Silver is another good answer, kind of like that, because the way the game is designed, like, it's really hard to grind XP in that game, so a lot of the boss fights are hard. Like, the Kingdra you fight in Claire's Gym is actually challenging. The Milk Tank you fight in Whitney's Gym, if you don't know what you're doing, is hard.
And,
the Gengar you fight in Morty's Gym
Cynthia was legitimately a hard
Cynthia
champion.
and Platinum is hard, and Diamond Pearl as well.
And that was a great champion because she had like every cool Gen 4 Pokemon. Garchomp, Lucario, Spiritomb, like all the cool...
No, I don't I mean, again, I don't think it looks the best, but I think the game is still fun, Ponga. Like, I think the gameplay
I don't
is
think it's
alright.
the worst Pokemon.
No, it's certainly not the
Are you talking
worst.
about Sun and Moon?
Yeah.
Sun and Moon had potentially the best post game of all time. With all the ultra dimensional, like ultra beast things you can go.
Oh, you're an Ultra Beast enjoyer? That checks
I
out.
enjoy shiny hunting.
Oh, okay.
All those portals.
If you go through enough, you can get to like far enough away where it's like a really high chance,
it was
right?
the best shiny hunting game you could have.
That's actually a fair point because you have like all like the SOS chaining and that stuff too.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
I had so much fun shiny hunting on Sun and Moon.
Okay, I could see from that angle. That makes some sense.
Yeah, I'm not arguing like main story like better than any of the games previously.
Well, yeah, because Sun and Moon has like the 2-hour cutscenes that you have to sit through in the beginning.
But
Oh my
Post
God.
Moon,
Brutal.
I think it had the most longevity.
It's one of the worst
In a while.
tutorials.
Yeah.
The replayability of the game is so hard because of the tutorial.
Main story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Post story, you can get more out of post story than I would argue any other Pokemon game.
Spat gotta be 19. He likes Ultra Beasts.
Listen, I'm doing myself a little bit of Buzzball, alright? So,
It's the worst Pokemon ever.
Nah, there's worse
I have
Ultra Beasts
a
than that.
Buzzball personal collection.
I was gonna say you like Guzzlord Bierski.
Dude, Guzzlord. I love Guzzlord.
I love Guzzlord too.
So
Gosh.
Guzzlord,
This guy's 74
his
years
shiny
old.
card in Hidden Fate's
It
amazing.
bangs. It
Buzzball
bangs.
is so much better.
Nah,
Oh my goodness.
that's funny.
Where are we at? We're nearly at an
I was
hour
gonna say
and a
we didn't
half.
answer the second half of Hootoo's question though.
What was the second half?
Big positive thing.
Positive thing about what?
I don't know. You can
Oh,
read it.
yeah, positive. Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing your job for you, so.
Yeah, well, I forgot about we were too busy with hot takes. What is a positive thing that happened to you in the hobby recently?
One of the collections I bought recently, because I've been buying a lot on eBay recently, buying a lot of collections. I bought from like some 18-year-old kid who's getting into reselling, just like going to garage sales and thrift stores to resell. And he was asking me a bunch of questions like, oh, how do I package this? How do I do so-and-so? And I was just helping him out. And then he hit me back like 3 days ago, because I bought from him like 2-3 weeks ago. He's like, hey, I've done this, this, and this. I'm doing this now with sales. I've gotten this feedback. I really appreciate whatever that they told me. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like being able to help other people. It's always fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, should we do a little bit of a tour?
I mean, you could do that. I'm checking out right now. I gotta eat some food.
All right.
Appreciate the chat.
All right, it's just me now, guys. Thank you, Grimer.
Let me grab my drinks in my pocket over accident.
Thank you, Grimer, for hopping
Where are you
on.
going? Where are you going? You got a bed?
Where are you going? You got your credit cards on your bed or something?
No. On the bed.
Okay.
You just pointed at me?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Of course they were. I don't know what's... Everyone's drunk right now.
Don't say that.
Okay. Kitchen. Nice ass kitchen. You got those I was telling them about this. You got like the slow closing drawers. Beds. Bedroom number 1. My bedroom. Bathroom, all this stuff. Those guys' bedroom.
First time you have questions?
Nice kitchen. These guys in the living room eating pizza. That's where we were just sitting with the pizza. And then, well, that's bedrooms, but we don't have to show you up there. And then it has a basement. And in the basement, it's got freaking foosball table and arcade and whatever's over here. But yeah, we got a full basement down here. And then outside, if it was actually nice out, which it isn't, but outside we have a pool. It's a fully in-ground pool, but it's all covered up right now because it's too cold to swim. So yeah, that's our humble abode for the weekend.
Or humble abode.
Humble abode.
That's cute. Don't steal my cards.
Do it. All right. Ignored my 15K box question? Yes, I did. Okay. I'm going to go now.
We miss you, Ponga.
Yeah.
Come over.
Kind of. After his chat messages tonight, I don't know how much I miss him anymore.
Damn.
All right, we'll see you guys later, all right?
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Eat yourself some pizza, Java.
That was fun. That was entertaining.
Boom. Boom.
That was an hour and a half.